Yeah, g'day YouTube and everyone out there. So to the Australian government, Scott Morrison and others, why is it that Australia had been put first on lockdown and now we're going to be coming last out of the lockdown? America's been put into lockdown, which have many, many more people than Australia to start with. So why are Americans going back to work, and why are all the businesses starting up in America, and why is Australia still postponing? Now, you have to restart the supply lines. If you do not restart the supply lines, the first priority of what you do, your civilians will not have anything to eat in 3 to 6 months down the track. And if this is the case of what is done, then you purposely destroyed the economy for your own agenda. And we will retaliate at you as the people in the future. The question now, like I just said, is why is America saying that everyone's going back and everything's reopening for them on the 1st of May, and we have lockdown procedures that you've already said that will go for another 4 weeks? We don't even have as many cases as the whole of America. We don't even have the death rate of the case of America. So why is Australia, with under 100 deaths for a pandemic, which I have to say is absolutely fucking pathetic, because a pandemic, like I've said before, is when the death rate is so incredibly high to a normal viral infection, etc., or the normal disease, that it becomes a pandemic that everyone's locked down due to their own health and welfare of not dying. Not just catching a bloody influenza or a flu or a COVID-19 that doesn't give you, some people, any kind of symptoms at all. And other people, mild symptoms. And old people and people with low immune systems, very risky. It sounds the same as the flu, buddy. So, Australia, you need to start getting your whole fucking ass into move, mate. Because if we don't reopen these supply lines, then we might as well call ourselves dead right now, because it'll get to the point that we won't be able to eat. The government will bring in military to lock everything down, so we can't cause social upheaval and basically cause social unrest. This is the reason why they're taking it very, very slowly with us over here. Remember, we don't all have guns. If we all had guns and we rocked up at a protest with fucking ARs and mad fucking M16s and stuff like that, our government would think twice. And the fact that our government has banned the selling of weapons to any civilians for shooting clubs or anything like that for the reason of COVID-19 is absolutely pathetic. The reason why you ban guns is so us, the people, could not purchase one to retaliate against you. We are not stupid. It's how it works, isn't it, Mr. ScoMo Homo? And all Scott Morrison, you're a fucking sellout, mate. You are literally the biggest fucking sellout cunt in the face of this fucking planet. You're a fucking brown-nosing little dog to the UN, and you have not one fucking scrotum, a ball in your scrotums at all, cunt. You're a fucking eunuch that runs around just spitting what you're told as the narrative of what to say. You're dim-witted. You can't even understand that the virus versus bacterial, and you can't obviously understand what a virus really is, because if you look at highly, very educated people in this world, they'll tell you what it is, mate. But you want to believe the narrative from WHO, which is a New World Gestapo fucking group for depopulation and to vaccinate everyone in the goodwill of Mr. Gates that wants to depopulate the world too, and you're brown-nosing along with them. Now, I suggest we need a clean-up of cabinet, because our cabinet right now is full of traitorous dogs. You've already locked down our constitutional rights of our Constitution of Australia that allows us to travel free in states, no matter what. No restrictions, no border lockdowns. Nothing that you are doing is with our Constitution of what we are as free people in Australia. And this needs someone out there that's a very, very educated, high-class lawyer to take this case up, because this is treason against the people of Australia by the Canberra government and the cabinet This is absolute 100% treason towards the people, that the way that we've been treated. And the fact, like I just said, that bigger countries with bigger risks are actually opening earlier, well, statistics speak for themselves. Now, I don't give a fuck about this horse-faced cunt in fucking New South Wales. That bitch needs to fuck off or get a fucking guillotine. That's straight out. She's just a regime-pushing, agenda-loving narcissist. And that's all she is. She loves the power that she's got. She's probably never had anything like this in her life. Same with you, ScoMo. What you're doing to the Australian people is absolutely fucking despicable. You should be fucking put into a stock, and we should all come past and fucking rock you to death, cunt. And this is the truth, mate. I don't understand how you can sit there, make some biological bullshit up about Australia, that you can see there's no massive spread rate, of the cases, people. It's only when you check with the fucking test that itself is flawed, which has been told by the inventor of that PCR test, the polymer chain reaction test. You were told not to use it. Or sorry, who was told not to use it to check for what they're trying to do? Convenient, isn't it? Convenient that you just decide to tick off any cunt that's fucking sick these days with COVID-19. Convenient, isn't it? Convenient when you want to get more cases, you can just say that they exist. Convenient when the cases need to go down, you can just say they're going down. Now you get my fucking words on this government, alright? We the people own you. And if you think you're going to put these tyrannical control laws into place and we're going to sit back and fucking submit, keep trying it, cunt. Because eventually we fucking Australians won't put up with your fucking shit, mate. We'll have a fucking couple of tinnies gather together and come rock up on the front fucking step of Parliament fucking House and everywhere else through in the states of Australia. And what the fuck are you going to do then? That's something to think about. You really want to go against your people? You really want your people to see you as Big Brother, the big tradingist dog that sold out Australia? That will go down in history of what you really are? The communism-loving, sellout Marxist wannabe fuck? It is fucking pathetic, mate. I spit on you. I spit on what you fucking say, because what you speak is laws like Hitler. You speak Gestapo language. You try to use narratives that make people behaviour modified. The Australian 2002 Australian emergency laws mimic Hitler's. Do I need to say more? Now, we as the people of Australia have to understand, you are suppressed at the moment. Don't think this is the bad. The fake fucking pandemic was an excuse for them to crash the fucking economy. Just like it says in the Lima Declaration of 1976, that they wanted to crash the Australian economy. They wanted to reduce Australia to a third world country. How do you do that? You shut down the fucking economy and you shut down the supply lines. And then in the future, nothing comes in from outside. You make a big pandemic scare so everyone's scared to fucking go outside at all. And you control everything. You fucked Australia in the period of the beginning of this year. You purposely put all the Australian people into an economic crisis for your own gain. And for that, you are scum. You fucking scummo.